Hey tubers, it's time for the weekend wrap up. How close am I? Damn, I didn't exactly do a good job framing this sumbitch, did I? Alright, maybe I'll move it in just a little bit. Well, I'm here at my favorite spot. Let me take a shot around here just so you can see where the hell I'm at. You've seen it in the videos before. And I might have showed this little peak here. Right around the corner behind me is Lover's Leap. Man, I've been coming to this spot for years. Oh God, this sun feels so nice. And it feels good to stand. Well, let's talk the weekend. It's finally sunny. Let's start with thank goodness it's finally sunny. That's too far away. Okay. So, I drove up, it was raining, left Biscuit at home. Man, it was just too muddy, too wet for Biscuit, and I didn't want to be fooling with a wet dog and all that other crap. You'll see the motorcycles and all the shit passing behind me. That's how it is. I didn't even do a good job filming. It is what it is. It's free. Subscribe, unsubscribe. It's life. I don't give a shit. So, that's Andrew. He just jumped in the meat. He's upside down. He's rolling up. A real power move by Andrew. I was just getting ready to climb in the boat when he decided to pull a wild one on me. The crowd even liked it. What happened? Well, let's see. Went up Friday, it was raining. Got there in the afternoon, it's raining. Set up in the rain. Vic shows up. We end up kind of just sitting in the trucks because of the rain. Now my tent leaks like a sieve. Oh my crap. Well, I turned the camera on just because coming up is the railroad bridge that for me, this is one of the sites that tells me, oh, I'm almost there. And of course there's the Beckley split, but this sign's new. I don't even, they come and go. But this damn trestle bridge has been here since I've been coming back in the early 80s. That was the only thing that was here going over the highway. It was like, where the hell did this thing come from? Or is that a road? I don't know. Whatever it is, that's one of my landmarks. Sold. So I had thrown a tarp over it. I stayed dry. Saturday morning, it's still raining. Well, we both feel good enough to paddle. The gorge is running almost 1.5 feet, and it's getting ready to rise. So, at least that's what we're thinking, because it's still raining. Raining down North Carolina. Man, I'm hungry. So, we checked the internet, and the bluestone's running just below 4 foot, which is a low minimum. That's a pipe stem. We think it's going to come up, so we take off to go. Drive all the way over there. It just looked too friggin' bony for me to paddle. And then the road where we usually normally shuttle from under the bridge out the other side to get somewhere, it's closed. It's dropped off the side of the, hill or whatever it is. So the extra shuttle would have a giant pain in the ass. Well, the Bluestone was a bust. We're busting a move, so that's why I'm not filming the way I should. But we're gonna go do the upper gorge because that's all that we feel comfortable in our friggin' hot boater skill range that we can do. And I'm looking to get on the friggin' highway. Let me turn this thing around. I think it's right up here. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. We're getting on 77 North, back through the toll booth. $5 of friggin' toll money wasted. Oh, well, damn. We end up deciding to go paddle the upper on Saturday. And we were going to today, Sunday, paddle. We were going to paddle the lower today, figuring that the gorge itself would come down. The rain was supposed to stop on Saturday. Anyways, well, good day of paddling. Had some fun, relaxed. We actually cooked outside on the side of the road with Thurman. It was a nice kind of quiet day, nothing worth filming or talking about. My God, I'm actually disappointed that I'm the hot boater for going out and doing it. I'm not pushing it that much anymore. And I wanted to try to make 2 days and get on the gorge. So I was saving myself a little bit for today. Wake up this morning. First thing I say to Vic, okay, Vic, I feel good enough to go out on the gorge. How do you feel? And I don't know what the level is. He said he tweaked his shoulder yesterday. He ain't doing it. And he also told me we're lucky he wasn't out on the gorge because it would have happened anyways and he'd have been in agony and in trouble trying to finish out the day paddling big water with a screwed up shoulder. As the old hot boater, it's going to be really hard to try to stay healthy, to paddle 2 days in a row. Okay, we got him coming into the Keenies. Oh, that's a nice clean center run. He's cutting out a little early. Our next man, he's jamming. Got the third guy. That guy in the white boat's got duct tape holding his together. Oh, nice line for him. Man, all these guys had nice lines. Came out nice and early. Cool. And that was how you run Lower Keene, boys and girls. This apple's kind of tired. But man, what a lot of fucking driving around on damn Saturday. But we didn't want to get skunked, and we didn't get skunked, we paddled. I gotta tell our friend John, the third guy that usually hooks up with us, he's gotta start showing up. We ain't the hardcore, hot water, big water boaters that we used to be. Truth is, I think my better big water boating days are behind me. All right, well, as you can see, we're on the river. We're above Lower Keene. Right now, Vic and I feel really good. We're hot boating, we're strong. We're also scared shitless about going to face the Keenies, which are just around the friggin' corner. Hopefully after the last warm-up, we'll feel tight. All right, the next time you'll see me, it'll be Lower Keene, and I'll either be Studley or crying. I mean, when I was doing like 9 out of 12 days or 15 out of 25. You know, me and Vic were hammering it. 11111. Back in the days of pagers, that's the page I'd get saying it's time to go meet at the river. I'd squandered my life in good times. But anyways, so we paddled the upper, had the cookout on the side of the road, and we started doing that just because of times from the gully when just too late to drive back to the campground and then start the charcoal, cook the steak. Why not do it while it's still daylight, it's still nice? So that's what we did. Now that I'm carrying that little Weber grill, easy, man, works nice. I like going up there just camping and goofing around. And of course right now, see, I'm on top of the world because house is done, I'm working. I ain't got the big power like I used to say, oh, I can, you know, let's, but I'm doing it. I'm trying. Oh man, am I sore. I hurt. Oh God, I hurt. I'm tired, I'm weak. Well, the question at the start of the weekend was, am I too old to boat? Ooh. I need to be in better shape to boat. I need a little bit more endurance to boat, but no, I'm not too old to boat. We paddled the gorge yesterday at a foot, and man, lines were hard to hold, things were dicey, but I pulled off some big water lines. I crashed twice. And this is for me what's really exciting because I get to be the hot boater, but I crashed at the big hole in the bottom of Lower Keeney and combat roll. And then later downstream at Miller's Folly, that big rapid right above Fayette Station. The big damn sloping rock on the right. John, you'll love this. You know where I'm talking about. I came down the tongue fine and right there by the sloping rock, Miller's Folly, to make the turn at the first dog leg, I went too wide. Went over, dropped into the friggin' that big toilet bowl right there next to the tongue, my ass end. It boofed me right out into the wave train. I thought, this is cool, but I'm standing straight up. Did a complete barrel roll as I went up the first wave train, flipped. Quick combat roll, come up, I'm pointed downstream, I'm sitting right there, perfect line, go right up the second wave of the wave train. What a jamming run. So even though I was making mistakes, I really was rolling. But tired. End of the day, tired. And things are changing, man. The roads up there in the back roads are falling apart. On the river, we're not seeing anybody. In the parking lots on the river, it's quiet. We were talking about in the old days about how Marshall Tucker played there at the campground and Hart, all this other bullshit, and it's not happening now. Just getting old. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. But Still gonna try to boat. Yeah, that was the weekend. Woke up this morning and Vic couldn't do it. I said fine. We broke camp. I didn't even want to drive down to the friggin' down the bridge and like paddle Fayette Station. No interest, no urge. Vic would have shuttle bunnied me so that I could have, hooked up with a group, done a quick paddle, drove home after. 10, 15 years ago, that would have been my thing. I said, okay, take me up there. I'm making the quick run. It's low water. I want it. Now I got a little boating in. I saw my friends. I laughed a little, and I'm ready to go home. That's fun, but it's sad. It really is sad. I'm not saying I wasted a weekend, but I sure as hell didn't use my weekend to the fullest of my opportunity. And it's just, look at the shirt, man. I'm friggin' just wasting away to a damn bone. It's just not here anymore. 10, 15 years ago, I was 210 pounds and I wasn't fat. I was a lean, mean, going to the gym, running around muscle machine, I guess. And now, I'm just barely scraping the pounds at 180 and can't hold that. Oh well. I've still had a lot of fun. And I plan to have some more. But this weekend was just an easy one. I wish I could took Biscuit. The next time I go. See, we couldn't quite figure out before how boating this, that. We're thinking the old rules. And I got to talk to John about this. The new rules seem to be, if it's over a foot, we're not going out. If the weather's really, really hard, crappy, we're not going out. If we're not feeling good in the morning, we're not going out. My God, how many... It's like all those things now are top of the list. Before, I can remember John drinking all night, getting up the next morning, sick as a dog, paddling and puking in the Keenies. John, do you remember puking in the Keenies? About choking yourself to death on the vomit? And we didn't have no rolls back then. He might have even swam. Son of a bitch, it was wild. Wouldn't do that now. Wouldn't even consider it. I guess what I'm saying is this weekend I came to terms with who I am and where I'm at. I mean, through a lot of different reasons, I stepped way back and from life, from everything, and now that I can try to be more normal, it's not the same. And I've got to figure out where the new normal is. I think that's called life. The only reason the good old days for me, the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, whatever, are so good, it's because I've already lived through those problems and fixed them. The big crash of 89. My God, 1989 was the worst fucking year of my life. Put Panama down, the big crash of the raft, broke my leg out of work a year. Crashed the car right after 2 weeks being to work. I couldn't catch a break through 89, 90. And I just lived through another one of those spells. But this time I don't think my life is going to be able to bounce back because, I don't know, I'm just not the same guy. Good weekend though. Maybe I'd have been more jazzed up if I had friggin' kayaked the lower and done a roll. Even if I'd have been hurting, I'd have probably been adrenaline pump jumping out of my fucking skin. But this was just a more relaxed. The good old boys got out, played with their toys a little, and went home. Can't complain. Gonna do it again. Just not really the old action adventure shit that I used to see. Ugh. I still like cold steel knives and all the other bullshit that you can't buy anymore. At least not the versions that I like. The original plastic case clip, you know. The good shit you can't buy. Okay. Hey, with any luck, just a quick, I'm gonna make a video hopefully soon of me going shooting some guns. I see I'm still young enough to do that. All right, I'm signing out and I'm on the road. Lunch is over.